type of energy. You feel what I'm saying? It was already fed that. You know what I mean? So you could accustom to something that you could do. Like I know I could always do a chicken. I could always do a rooster. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now once a year, when that year comes, that's when I hit everybody up with the 4 legs and or if there's a certain ceremony. So kind of like don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Right.
Simplicity is good. Like it's very simple to do. You know what I'm saying? Honor them. When they're ancestors. Say what's up. It's just like if we live together, I'm not gonna be walking past you every day. You feel what I'm saying? It's not only when we're gonna eat or whenever I need something or listen. It's not for you to pay a fucking bill. Hello.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just you honor them. You say what's up. To all your commissions or however you work it, and that's it. You know what I mean? But now, don't overdo it too. People become fanatics. They want to be offering things, every, 3 times a day and doing this and doing that. And keep it simple.
Right.
Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So when the elders do tell you, and you also have to keep in mind, right, the era that they were in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These things have changed. Like it changed from way back then, right? Because they came to a new world and they had to adjust, right? So things, they adapted to, the new world and the new conditions and so forth and so on. Same thing now. We're adjusting. This shit didn't exist.
They don't even address the ancestors.
You have to address the ancestors.
That's my
point. You can't do anything. There is no ceremony without them. If you do a ceremony like that, let me tell you, shit's gonna hit the fan because they're gonna stand up. You don't want them to stand up because they could. Listen, there's countless of people that I've met that are babalaos or santeros, and shit went left for them.
Of course it did.
You know why? They never attained that. How do you get a ceremony like that without at least having 3 masses or something? You got at least 3 misas, something. You got to give them something. You know what I mean? Some of y'all got to crown your dead and so forth and so on before y'all do all these things, and you can't skip that.
Nope.
You can't skip that.
Nope.
Shit will come after you. Shit will, see, this is where the misconception, that shit will come after you. Yep. They will come after you for your attention.
Yep.
They will. If you have a pact with the dead, if you have a pact, let's say with the Iyamis and stuff like that, right? They will come after your attention. They sure definitely will. Yeah. So this is the other thing. Don't go tapping into shit that y'all really not supposed to be tapping into. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got one of my elders to be like, listen, man, leave them. Don't fix nothing that ain't broken. Don't go looking for shit that you ain't lose.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You goes disturbing shit, asking shit while there's nothing really going on. Like, you know what? I want to know this, and they tell you something. You gotta do this. You gotta do that, or whatever. You just put that letter on you.
Right.
Other people want to jump from house to house, putting letters on themselves.
Right. How many times you gonna ask about Egbe? How many times I don't see you ask about Egbe before? What you want to know specifically about Egbe, Kim?
Let's see.
This ain't the first live I see you asking about Egbe. Specifically, what is your question?
You gotta honor your ancestors, man. You gotta work with them. You gotta work with your, you gotta work with your square too. Like, how are you gonna unravel? The whole process of everything is for you to unravel, elevate. How the heck are you gonna elevate when you can't work with your spiritual team?
How about if you don't have one?
Your ancestors, you gotta work your ancestors.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So you gotta go there first. It's this ludicrous. So these elders that are giving you this information, you know that the ancestors are first. Please. You guys have got to ask. If they're not telling you, ask the question. If they then still do not choose to tell you, then you need to be asking some questions. Go look in their house and see what they got for their ancestors and see what they got. See what their setup is, and then ask why you don't got that same shit.
They honor ancestors somewhere. I've never heard of no house doing
there. Right? Come on.
I mean, I've heard of crazy shit, though. You know what I mean? I've heard of... I'm pretty sure you hear type, but I heard of a house that they didn't allow them to work with they bovadas or anything until after receiving ceremonies in Ifa, and then they were only able to get 1 cup at a time. I've heard some crazy shit, but
so
exactly the roll of the eye. You gotta listen to that spirit. Just like if something tells you something is off, that's your sixth sense. Your sixth sense is dumb. They're telling you something is wrong.
This shit is bullshit, is what that says. This shit is bullshit. And if you go over there, we're gonna turn your life upside down. Cut it out.
You go on vacation and you arm and dead. Would that be? Now listen, you go on vacation, they're always with you. You carry that. They're always with you. They're in your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? If I go on a vacation, I get a cup of water, I throw 3 drops, or I grab a little bit of my food and I put it to the side or put it to the corner, wherever, in the hotel room, wherever I'm at, wherever. I'm always doing my thing. If I'm smoking, I'm offering some to them.
Facts.
Yeah, just pour it. Like you drinking, pour a little bit on the floor. It's simple. We make it complicated. We make this shit complicated.
And it don't have to be. And y'all so busy trying to go with what you see online. And half the stuff you see online is stupid, right? All these prayer services, all these y'all paying y'all money. And all I see is Orisha statues. Where's the Orisha? I'm just looking at the statue. Okay, I got questions. I better see an E5 bracelet or a legua somewhere up in there, because if you get into this Orisha, that means you gotta go through a legua first. So where he at? I got questions. Kim asked about something with Egbe and Palo. I don't know about Egbe and Palo. When I had to deal with my Egbe, that was through E5. That didn't come through Palo.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, my thing fell. Having technical difficulties over here with this damn tripod. Here you go.
The specific names of the 2 energies from my Egbe that came here to walk with me and work with me here. That came through E5. That didn't come through Palo.
Yeah, everybody works it different.
You guys.
I've never heard it through Palo neither. I've heard it through E5.
Where you get that from, Kim?
Hold on. What's up, peoples? Let me see what they were saying over here. Alright, so my ancestors called me until they.
Alex, I heard somebody say online before that they had to go through something by themselves in the woods to do something with Santísima Muerte, and had they did it wrong, they could have died. Or I was like, I never heard of no shit like that before in my life.
Listen, man, I don't know. You know, it's.
He's black.
When it comes, huh?
He's black.
I never heard of nothing like that. You know, I'm mad respectful, but it's more of, I know the Mexicans work it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like they have the. Then I don't know. You know, listen, man. That honestly don't sound right to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, especially with that type of energy, you really don't want to play with the Santísima like that. You know, even to be honest with you, a lot of people, like Santeros, or even some like, you know, when in these type of herbs, tierras that they call them, they don't really mess with La Santísima. You know, they might see the Santísima and symbolize her as Iku,
right?
Death. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But La Santísima is worshipped in a whole different system, like a whole different way when it comes to the Mexican culture and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like honoring the dead, you know, and there's things that they do that they work with her, like certain rites and certain incantations and stuff like that. So, you know, you respect it. Now, if you have her in your spiritual square, because it does happen, right? You attend her, you go to Misa, you talk, you know, while you're in tune, right? When you're in one consciousness in the Misa, and they'll tell you this, bam, bam. But I wouldn't jump out the, you know, that's why I think Misas are very important, because you find out what it is and how it is that you need to attend to that commission or to that spirit that's, you know, within your commission that walks with you. So you're able to know how to do certain things. I would go to the main source. I really, you know, to listen to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you're going to go crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. And you shouldn't be dabbling with too many different systems neither. You know what I mean? If you have it in your square, you also got to watch it.
Right.
You know, you got to give it its time, its day. You understand what I'm saying? You know, don't mix apples with oranges. You feel what I'm saying? Stay in the lane. If you're going to work Palo, you work Palo for, even if you only have one day.
Right.
You're going to work 2-3 hours, then do that. Or 1 hour, whatever your time schedule is. If you only have one day, you know, whatever, and you got an hour for them, an hour for here, but don't jump from here to here to here, then back here, and ask all of them for the same shit, and you don't know who bought it to you. Now, you don't want to do that.
Right. and a lot of them won't work together anyway, so you're just confusing the energy. So why? You ain't gonna get what you asked for. Now it's confusion.
Right. You work with the Santísima, you usually put it like separate. You know what I mean? That's a separate energy. You know, and that shit, I don't learn this shit by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had her in my square as a youngin', and in my house at that time, you know, he was an espiritista Mortero, you know, and Santero. I think, you know, he was scratched, but he worked more spiritismo and Ocha, right?
Right.
And he did not mess with the Santísimo. And I kept telling him, I thought, I was scared.
Right.
I was scared. Man, the Reaper, I said, man, I think I'm gonna die. You know, I was scared. 2, 3 in the morning, I'll be calling him like, yo, I think, you know, it might be my time, you know, like, you know. And he's like, nah, let me check, so everything's all right. So he told me, he's like, listen, I don't practice that. I don't work with that energy. But if you're seeing it, that means what I'm getting is part of your commission, and it works with you. You should get her.
Right.
And I got her, whatever, and he guided me spiritually. You feel what I'm saying? And then I remember me having her somewhere, and one of my other spirits was like, you can't have that there, or separate us.
Right.
Straight up. What I learned, it was like, you got to give us our own. We don't work with that realm.
Right.
So you have to, you know, and I learned from them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
listen to spirit. Listen
you got to listen to spirit. You got to listen to them. You got to listen to them.
Yes,
that's we do best form of connection.
Together. Somebody asked about Misas.
Even in Palo, right? You working in Palo and you working in Chamalongus, right? And I respect all elders and all houses because everybody has their own way of doing things and their own system. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't believe in bees, some people do, so they don't do this, they don't do that, or they seal the pots, the other ones leave it open, they leave the sticks this big, the other ones cut them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So there's hold on. Even I'm here trying to freaking gather my thoughts here. Even in Palo, right? To say it, all right. So each house does their thing differently, right? Now you do cast Chamalongos to interact with the spirit, right? The spirit does manipulate it and so forth and so on.
Right.
But there is no greater connection than being connected with that spirit. You know what I'm saying? Through your Ori.
Right.
In that connection, you know what I'm saying? In that connection, right? Because, listen, I keep it 100 with you. Sometimes I could throw something, and I know my spirit's like, nah, that shit landed wrong, or it's not right. You know what I mean? I like, nah.
Right.
And you investigate it more, or I'm going to go and I'm going to pull the, you know, so it's the connection that you have with the dead. You know what I mean? It takes a little while, but you're going to get it. You're going to hear that voice in your head. You're going to do all that. That is the best way to connect. You know what I'm saying? It's like using a tool, right? We can all use tools, right? But we are the tool. That's what we forget. We are the tool. You know what I'm saying? So we can use the cards, the chambalongos. We can do all types of shit, right? But there's no greater connection than you yourself because you are the temple. You are the tool.
Thank you.
And that is a part of elevation, working with your spiritual square to elevate and get connected.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Where you just, people come and bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? You start connecting.
Right.
You know, the tricks to that.
Right.
You know, same hour, same place, same day, same time. You can do things like that. You do it every Tuesday. I don't give a fuck if you do it once a month. If you do it every 21 days and you do Tuesday at 6 o'clock, they're going to wait there. They're going to know 6 o'clock is our time. Get in tuned at that time.
Yo, I try to tell them, like, it hasn't been an easy walk for me. Like, you guys don't understand. And when I come at you guys like this, y'all have to understand that I have had sheets put over me by elders to block me from spirit. I've had all types of blockages and things all kinds of stuff done to me to keep me from being able to connect with spirit, right? So I've had to work extra hard, double time, overtime. Whenever Alex called me to come, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that shit for I don't know how many fucking forever that he had me on the fucking highway coming out there. You know what I'm saying? But when he called, I gotta go. Like I had to do it for it to open up, right? I didn't feel like it all the time, but then again, you know, I get hyped. Alex be like, yo, you love this shit, right? I'd be like, I do.
You didn't like that ride. That's what it was. That fucking ride. I lived in West Baltimore. I'm closer now, though. I'm closer now. I don't want no excuses.
But it was constant. You know what I'm saying? Until I reached the point of them, me being able to rise above all of that, plus all of the work, plus all of the cleansings, plus all of the ebos, plus all of everything that I had to do in order to get me above where they thought that they had buried me, right? And so once I made it above that and I saw how hard I worked and how much I did and how long it took, it was like, damn, finally. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like that, damn, finally, as the payoff to all of the hard work and stuff. Because it wasn't easy for me to get all of that back after they had put all, and these are two previous godmothers from two Ocha houses that I was in did this shit to me. So they had direct access to me and what they needed to work me good.
Listen, let me tell you something. Me and Lanita met after these things had happened to us, right? And we were both skittish. Right, let's keep it on.
Right.
I was looking at you. I was doing this to you. You was doing this to me, right? Because, like, listen, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's part of the journey. To be honest with you, it happened to me. Listen, I don't believe in coincidence. So if it wasn't for that first house, first godparent doing it, I would have never got to where I'm at today. So I'm always grateful. You know I don't hold no grudges to none of that shit because it was part of my elevation. How you see it, you know, it's part of your elevation. So I remember my shit being tied up. I remember I couldn't talk, I couldn't do none of that shit. And guess who came through? This is a fucking true story. I have permission to say, but you know, an ancestor of mine came through. An ancestor from my father's side. And told me what was up. And told me who it was. And I couldn't believe it.
Right.
It was my own elder.
Right.
And after that I said, I still didn't believe it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because you know, I'm loyalty is royalty to me, you know what I'm saying? So I started going to different people. I said, man, I went to this elder. I stood quiet, I was quiet as the church mouse. I went in there, I said, listen, I just need a reading.
Right.
Went in there, the guy's like, whoa, hold on, what's the deal with your godfather? I was like, oh shit. I said, you know what? I need more. Let me get more confirmation. I'm like, this guy's like my pops, no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we tight, you know? I went to two more people. And two people wanted to go over there. It was like, take me to your godfather's house right now. Matter of fact, one of the elders that taught me about how to kind of like not do it to yourself with the 4 legs and everything. She was 86 years old, right?
Right.
She had Ocha done for 40 something years, close to 50. And she had Palo, obviously, further.
Right.
She was 21. She was old school lady. I mean, she would tell you, yo, listen, my man bought a girl. She was like, don't be bringing those jump offs through my door. She's a jump off. Like, she had no hair in her tongue. My man's face was red. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to laugh. Shorty didn't know where to put her face. Right. But you know what? She was right. She kept it up. So when I get to her, she's like, she starts taking all her shit, right? I'm like, this must be a Cuban thing. I don't know what's going on. She was flipping, right? She said, take me to your godfather's house right now. She said, I'm going to ask him one question. And if he don't answer right, I'm going to show you how I'm going to take all his shit with me. She said, take me to his crib right now. She was fuming. Right? At that point, I said, all right, I got 3 checks. You know what I'm saying? I share that story to say this, right? My ancestors let me know what it was. My ancestors let me know what it was. After that, I was skittish. Right. I was skittish. You know what I'm saying?
Mine too.
Now,
right.
I was skittish.
Right.
Now, your elder, right? Lanita just said something, right? She had, boom, got to go up. That's the whole purpose. Like, honestly, I don't want motherfuckers coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, okay, look at your elders, right? You can't be a cash cow neither. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
Try to get, your ancestors, listen, your elders got to teach you and elevate you, right? So you can do your thing on your own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Not to have you there every week. No. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get you there. So, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll keep growing from there. Right. But not to keep you at the same level and you're not learning nothing at all. And then you have to rely for every single fucking nook and cranny to them. Nah, honestly, I'll shit. Don't be bothering me like that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to get you to where you need to get to. You feel what I'm saying? We can work like that. I'm going to get you popping because at the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? One hand washes the other, both wash the face. If I train you good enough, I don't know what tomorrow holds. Right. You might be the one to save my ass with the shit I done told you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the purpose of us doing what we do in this law.
It's pride, ego, and jealousy and all this shit. Listen, right? if you have a letter where you're gonna surpass me, you're gonna be a crazy beastie egging bitch, then more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna feel like this. She's part of my team. You know what I mean? Yo, that's my goddaughter. She's a beast. She's a beast. And I wouldn't mind doing this if somebody comes. I'm like, you know who this would be good for? My goddaughter. Listen, hit her up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the more free you are with it, the more people you're going to have any fucking way. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to flow. It's going to flow. But people want to do this. Hold on and I shouldn't be the main honcho. It's not going to happen. Everybody got a different gift.
And they don't really want to do the work anyway. They just want, like, so you guys have got to learn how to throw Obi. You got to. If you got a godparent, you got to ask them. Don't just wait. Just ask. Let them tell you no. But ask. And then go look it up because it's all over the internet. How to throw Obi.
Let's be real, too. Some of us are fucking lazy.
Yes.
Like, you know, let me just pay this more. Let's get, what else do I need? All right. If you cool at that spot, then that's on you. You feel what I'm saying? But don't bitch. You know what I mean? Because that's where you at. You know, you want to, you know, there's different levels to this shit. Either you're going to go all the way or you not. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's on. I don't need to see your name being Goddess this, Ocha this, Oshun this, Ogun this. Shut up. Your name is Roger. Roger. Put it up as Roger. That's it.
Roger Simmons.
Roger Simmons. That's it. That's all we're accepting.
You know, that's basically what it is. You know, you got to listen, man. You know, and then, you know, having common sense. Have common sense. You got to, you know, I heard a whole bunch of shit. You got to do this. You got to be butt naked. I got to touch this. Nah.
No, never.
It got nothing to do with that. You know, an elder's not going to touch you from the neck down, but the neck up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be touching your reed, blessing you, doing all this shit. He got no business touching any private part. You don't have to sleep with them to get any special powers. Like,
you know how powerful I'd be if you would get powers from Dick? Cut it out. I'll let you know. Cut it out. Fuck here. This is not American Gods. No.
No, it's simple, man. It's simple. You know. Always, you know, it's simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Work your cardinal points. Work your hours of the day. Simple shit. I've learned so much. I've learned the most. I learned from an African person. He was from Senegal, right? Mm-hmm. And he would basically laugh. He would be like, and he spoke Spanish, French, obviously English, and his native tongue, right? And because you know how it is over there, everybody trying to conquer fucking Africa. Everybody, Yeah, everybody trying to conquer Africa. Right? So he said, oh, you know, you people do brujeria. That's child's play to me. He was like, you guys take too long for things to go. He said, simple is the African way. Simple is better. Simple.
Right.
And this is one, you know what I'm saying? This guy was a beast. This guy would give me, like, and I thought I'm going to keep it honest with you. I was like, this motherfucking jerk. He's like, this oil is going to, he said, that's all you need. He said, grab this and do that.
Right.
He would tell me weird shit. I remember one time, nigga told me to do some salt. I said, salt? Why would I put salt? It should be sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, sweeten it up.
Right.
So I remember I questioned it. I speak to him, right? This is what he told me. That's how I knew he knew his shit. He said, why are you questioning the spirit? I said, questioning, you know, I had to play stupid. I'm like, question, what are you talking about? He said, put salt, do what the spirit said. That's it. We don't work the same.
Right.
And I didn't tell him that I was at home. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, salt, you know, is he trying to do me in? Right. Now I'm scared. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Salt it was. I shut the fuck up and did salt and it worked. And at that point, it kind of questioned everything that I was taught because it was like, oh, sweet, and you got to do that. I said, damn, this motherfucker told me salt. I grabbed a cup of water and some oil, and the shit was like this. And he told me, he said, my brujeria is 3 days. 3 days. Straight up. He said, he had a whole different system. He said, I don't wear white and I don't wear beads like you guys do.
Right.
kept the, and I was questioning, like, why? He said, because I would never sleep, spirit bothered me. He said, I only wear one thing, and he showed me what it was or whatever. Mm-hmm. That was pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? But he was on the low. You would never know none of that. And if y'all ever know real, you know what I'm saying? Like the Africans that I met, right? You know, you gotta grow into them for them to tell you some shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they skittish. Like if you're not African, they ain't fucking. And even if you black, I'm sorry. They don't fuck with me. No, they're not fucking with me either. I'm about to say no. Blackie, no. You ain't African. No. You ain't African to them. Yeah. The nigga said like this. He said, "Who sent you?" I said, "Who sent me?" He said, "Somebody who sent you here." I was like, "Oh man." Straight up. They ain't with it. They got questions for you. That's why I say when these fake ass bubble houses coming at y'all, they them Africans ain't fucking with y'all. They ain't fucking with me. Mm-mm. If I'm not introduced by somebody, please. They be like, it's common sense. It's psychological, right? They're gonna tell you, "Oh, shit ain't going good for you." Motherfucker, we all going through something. Hello. There's something that's not going. Yeah, you absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be basic shit. So that's how they get you. And then they use a fear tactic. Right. Your money, your man, your kid. Yeah, why would you put fear? You feel what I'm saying? One nigga told me, he said, "Do you know who I am? I said, "I don't give a fuck who you are. Fuck you." I wilded out, right? He was like, "Don't be speaking to me like that." I said, "Yo, you know, I wilded out. Gave him the whole New York. Yo, took him to the Frank stand. What you gonna do? I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I'm still alive." Right. The niggas said all this shit. I said, "Man, suck my dick." Right. All of that. All of that answer them. Right. Fake. Now do something with that. Go with that. Go work on that. Right. Go work on that. Fuck out of here. That's one thing I don't like. That should be getting me tight. Tight. Don't threaten me with no bullshit over the internet. Y'all sound crazy. And if I'm bored and I ain't got nothing to do and I want to play with you, I'm gonna be like, "Oh really?" And I'm be like, "What Odu came out? Let me know what's you know what's this, what's that." Who? Oh, really? What type of divination system did you use? Didn't we have this conversation in my last live? Hello? Are y'all listening? Go on, Alex. What are you using and who you talking to? He told me, he started talking some shit, right? I said, "Yeah. You know what you should practice?" He said, since you an Ifa priest, right? Abudu, Abo, yeah, Abo, she shed to you, right? Because that's how they say it. They say it with an A in Africa and I with in the Cuban system, right? I said, "You know about Iwa Rere and Iwa Pele, right?" Right. That nigga started talking all some shit. Right. Talking all this shit. Come on, man. Go ahead with that. Right. How are you conning people and you don't have good character and you ain't conducing yourself the same? Come on. I try to. Of course, you're going to talk African and talk official because that's where you're from. Right. You feel what I'm doing? But I could game you too. Right. You know what I'm saying? You talk some Spanish, I'll be like, "Yeah, papi, yeah, yeah." Okay. Fake is fake. I don't give a shit how you call it, what language you use, you fake. So just common sense. Please find some. And please have common sense enough to know that if you don't speak the language that this person is speaking, you don't need to be dealing with that person. Who gonna translate? I had a girl hit me up the other day asking me about love work. First of all, she didn't even speak English. And then she's sending her messages in Spanish. I'm like, "I don't speak Spanish." She's like, "Well, how are we gonna communicate?" I'm like, "We're not." Santa Gracia. Go over there and ask her. I don't know. She speaks Spanish. Don't ask me. I don't speak that. I can't help you. And why would you be willing and asking me to help you when we can't even communicate so that you understand what I'm doing and I understand what you need or what you're going through? Don't be so eager to get something done and you can't even communicate properly in the language that the person is doing it. That's ludicrous to me. Mm-hmm. And I ain't doing no goddamn love work in the first place. So that means you ain't even checked me out to know that I ain't doing that shit. What she was doing, sign languages to you? Oh my God. Google Translate this shit. Google Translate. Right. Get out of here. No, I can't help you, ma. Listen, man, like this is a common issue too. Like within the Spanish community and the Black community, right? You know, because of the slave trade, how everything went to the Caribbean, you know, went to the Spanish countries, and now it came back, right? So, you know, kudos to everybody who kept it alive, right? And it came back around. but now it's the language barrier.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I feel bad too. I be talking Spanish when you're my misa and shit, but you'll get it, right? So
I snuff him. He got one more cuatro to say. He got one more cuatro before I lose my shit.
She be like, I understand, Lou. She be like, hold on, you talking about nah, but you know what, Anita be you be on it, you know. Be like, yeah, she said what? Yeah, I got that part. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
I be trying to catch it, like
I do get that a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that like have elders, and they have that language barrier. You feel what I'm saying? And some of them give up, some of them get upset, or some of them seek out, or seek. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what you put in is what you get out, right? Yeah, Punto. Let me understand what she lets on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then she might hit you with some Spanish. You know, she might get revved up and start talking Spanish, and you'd be like, "Hold the fuck up!" You turn around and be like, "Okay," but then she wants you to break shit down too, just in case she's off.
I gotta check just in case. Let me make sure I got it right. Dime.
Fast when you have to message. Yeah, so shit, that's how I get them. I talk English normally, you feel what I'm saying? But that's how I get my messages. I've tried, but it kind of like stops them. Or I can't get the next message, you know what I mean? So I'm like stuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here, you know. Sometimes I'm able to one or two things, but not all the way. Yeah. You've been around, you know what it is.
You gotta let her go. You can't, she ain't with it. You gotta let her go.
Yeah, this shit be like that sometimes.
I missed everything. Hold up. Yeah, Alex do talk wild fast when he start going. Me too, but he just, like, how can I...
You know what's crazy? My Spanish is not even that great. I mean, it's getting better. You know what I mean? But my Spanish has always been bad. I talk that gringo shit.
I'm just trying to see. No.
Shit, I keep it a buck with you. I get lost with one of my elders. He talks Spanish. And it's, you know, Spanish people, like, it's not that we all talk exactly the same. We all have different words, and it might mean something different, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could say a word that might not be offensive to, like, people in Puerto Rico, but if you say it to people in Argentina or Colombia, it's offensive. Like, yo, you just cursed me out. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah, or there's, you know, they have their own lingo where you don't understand. Like, there's times where I'm like, I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling people up. You know, I'm glad I got Grecia because she's Cuban. I'd be like, yo, what is it? And she'll laugh.
Right.
And she'd be like, nigga, that's fucking, what she said? Like sweet potatoes, some shit. I'm like, damn, I knew it was one of them. She said, potato. But I've never heard it that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they say it different.
Somebody asked what was our first misa like. The first misa I went to, the person whose misa it was for, she was in a trance the entire time. There were spirits running through her house. The kids were kids in the back, turning on and off the TV and the lights. There were so many egun in the house that the spirits they were hanging from, like, not hanging like from the neck, but sitting in the rafters. Like, they were all in every space in the house was filled with an egun. An ancestor, right? Mind you, it was about 15 of us in the house. So it was hers plus the shit was lit. That was my first misa. It was lit, right? Lit. Energy. It was lit.
Shit, my first mass.
I was trying to took it all in, took in the energy, looked at what I was seeing, just watch. I didn't say much of anything. I may have given one or two messages just in watching what was going on, and I let the elders take care of it, but I just wanted to see how it worked, basically. That's what my second godmother was like, you're going to see how it works, right? That was the introduction. And then after that, it was like, you know, the best misas, though, was with Alex.
Thank you. Yeah. Honestly, I don't, my first house, my godfather would have misas every weekend. Mm-hmm. And I honestly, I don't remember that far back, man. Like, you know, I can tell you stories. Listen, this motherfucker would get mounted, though. This motherfucker was a beast. I remember this. I never forget. I was intertwined to, street activity all the time, being, so I would come in late. I was the godson that would come in late once I was done with my activities, right? So he knew. He said, leave the fucking door open. My godson, Alex, because they closed the door to you late. Your motherfucker gonna come around 1 a.m. He gonna come disturb shit. Let him in, right? So I came in with one of my friends, right? So he's like, yo, bro, can I bring some Henny? So I'm like, yeah, I don't see why not. See people drinking there, whatever. I was like, all right. So we go to the store right before we get to my godfather's crib at that time. And it was off Atlantic over there. And we get the liquor, we get there. You know how they give you the liquor in the black bag and everything? We go in there. So my god brother, his name was Angel, he opens the door. He's like, oh, man, you missed it, man. You can't. He used to always rip. Yo, you can't be coming in late. You got to be here when they start to finish. That's not good. You got to be here. Blah, blah, blah. Right. So I'm like, man, listen, what the fuck's going on? I'm here now, nigga. Move up. You know what's going on, right? So he's like, yeah, I got 2 seats for you and your boy. He sits me down. So I'm like, oh, who's down here? He was like, oh, man, the spirit. There was a spirit that would come down that would drink. I mean, when he would drink a lot. My godfather was short. Motherfucker was like 5'2", 5'10". He was short. He was a little bitch. So my boy Angel, he's like, yo, you done killed all them bottles over there, right? So as matter of fact, we get in there, we sit down, right? The spirit is like this. The spirit is like, you can't come in here with the brown stuff that I like. That's what he said, right? And there was, when I tell you this shit was packed, it must have been, his crib would be so packed that you would be by the stairs trying to get a little message. That shit was crazy. 40, 60 people at a time. Oh, God. It was crazy. It was, you couldn't even breathe in there. That shit was like a fucking sweat house. So that was one of the first things. Me and my boy go over there, and the spirit's like, you can't come in here with the brown stuff that I like. So I'm like, brown stuff? So my boy A's like, yo, what you got in that bag? I said, look, he said, that's what he's talking about. I said, damn, the Henny. So we try to give it to Angel. The guy's like, the spirit's like, man, you got to come here, right? So we go up there, we pop the shit open for him. Kid you not, right? He start throwing it down. My boy Angel comes, he's like, yo, listen. He said, that's the spirit I be drinking. He said, yo, look at the floor. He said, you got here late. Look at he had killed 3 gallons of liquor. 3 gallons of liquor. 2 Bacardi Light and some dark shit they had, some cheap shit. We probably couldn't get nothing else. So it was 3 gallons, right? The motherfucker took the big Henny bottle and downed it. He was like, y'all got to drink with me. He gave some to my boy, gave some to me. The bottle was gone. When I tell you this motherfucker, and then we had to go back and get another one. What? When he dismounted that spirit, right? He should have been intoxicated. Intoxicated. He should have been intoxicated, right? Motherfuckers like, yo, how was it? What happened? Who came down? Yo, what's going on? And I'm like, yo, that 1 bottle of Henny by your face, like that should have had you twisted. Right. 4 bottles. Right. Stories like that, those type of misas, I remember a misa where there was a lot of gossip going on. Because whenever there's a group, listen, no matter what the fuck you pass, there's always going to be some type of gossip, right? So I'm in there. He's doing his thing, whatever. He's all the way in the front. Now, we have a couple of aisles down, a couple of rows of seats or whatever. I used to always play the back, So I come in, I'm in the back, whatever. He get mounted with the mat on. He doing all this, wilding out, acting like a female. He walks to the back. He slaps the shit out somebody. I swear, oh Lord. I said, oh, man, thank God I didn't miss this one, right? He slapped the shit out of somebody, right? And everybody was like, oh, you know how, So he was like, yo, well, she was like, she said, I know the gossip that you've been running. She said, as I've been over here, she was like, I was waiting to hop in this body. She was like, you told her, yo, when I tell you. All the business. Everything. The shit was behind the niggas back to every fucking thing. The person was embarrassed. Good. Red. You shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been there. And she was probably making shit. She was the infiltrator. The spirit said it too. She was like, I was waiting to get in here. She said, I was waiting to get in here. I've seen crazy shit, man. I've seen crazy shit. I've seen one where this one was a little scary. It went into the late hours. My godfather had a fucking, he used everything late night. about 2, 3 in the, but yeah, it was like 1, 2 in the morning. This girl, right? She looked like a white girl, but she was half Italian, half Puerto Rican, and she gets possessed with some shit, right? It was heavy to get it out. They blowing in her ears, all types of shit, right?
Oh, I hate
her down.
Your night.
Well, listen, they sit her down, and she's acting funny. She's acting like not like herself. Like she's like doing some weird shit. Like she don't want to look at nobody, right? So I know this person. I'm like, yo, son ain't right with her. Like, you know, you need to check her, whatever. Her soul, her spirit did not come back into her body. Something else jumped in. Something else had jumped in. I never said that was my first only time. Something else jumped in her. Something else went into her body and jumped in and tried to play
like it was like she let her go with it, and they got her body, and she off somewhere in limbo, running around like that's.
This is how I learned. I learned some shit that night too, right? The spirit's like, cause she, you know, I had brought her into these things or whatever, so. She reaches out to me, and I'm walking like a doofus, not knowing I'm young, dumb, and, you know, I'm walking over. My godfather just flew. He slapped the shit out of my hand. He said, no, don't touch her. That's not her.
Right.
That's not her. We got to get her out. This shit was wicked. This shit get such an eerie laugh. It was no good. When we finally got the chick back, she was crying. Right. And she explained where they had her at. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta, you know, when you do these things too, you gotta know.
You gotta be careful, right?
You gotta be careful.
Somebody asked, do we prefer being mounted or having spirit talk to us?
Nah, I don't like being mounted. Talk to me, holler at me, let me pass the message. I'm good. Listen. Let me be honest with you, right? You should get mounted.
Right.
Keep it up because if I'm lying, right. You should get mounted because it's a process of you elevating. Right? Now, me personally, I always get scolded for that, right? I do this. There's like 3 levels. I always break it down like this. There's 3 levels, right? There's one level where you can receive the message, you're conscious, you receive the message, and you know, it's like reading. You know what I mean? You get the message, boom, you're like in tune, right?
Right.
The second one is like a 50-50.
Right.
Like you're doing things, you're controlling the body, whatever you're doing, but you're somewhat conscious. You know what's going on, right? Like 50-50. You doing all this shit, you saying shit that you don't know why you saying it, but you conscious, you're in your body, right? That's like, you know, that's like the second one, level 2. And then there's the third one where when you unconsciously, you know what I mean, you don't remember shit until you wake up sitting down on the floor, some crazy shit, shaking, you know what I mean? Like, so
like Mr. Nail is over there. Your nail, what happened to my nails in my head? It's over there. You was wilding.
Yeah, I woke up one time, I've never liked it, you know what I'm saying? I woke up one time where I couldn't stand. Like my legs were like silly putty. I had no energy. They were shaking. And I remember my godfather's like laughing. He's like, you did good. So I'm like, good. I'm like, my legs, I can't feel. I was scared. I was like, my legs, I can't. So they you know, they're giving me water, whatever. They freshen me up. So me personally, you know, I don't like, you're supposed to, you should. I do the 50-50 one. I get whatever, you know, if you ever do a me with me, you're going to see. I call them, I do whatever. I get my messages. You know, I try my best, but, you know, very rarely. You know, if it listen, sometimes the motherfucker jumps in, there's nothing I could do. You know what I mean? But I do have a good record of not mounting shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got tricks in the trade. I don't give a shit. I go to people like, oh, you tie. I tie myself. I do a type shit.
Right.
I let them know, like, listen, man.
Right.
You know?
I have my 50-50. I like my 50-50 because, like, I let y'all. It's like a backseat view for me, right? I don't like that whole 100% where I'm not like I'm kind of there, but I'm not there. But I can see some of the stuff, but I don't remember some of the stuff. But I can. It's like a view, a bird's eye view. Almost. It's weird. I can't explain it, right? But I know at the end of it, I'm fucking exhausted. I got jumped the other night in here because I was trying not to say something, and she was like, "Let me hear you." I was like, "Oh." And I was beat at the end of it. Oh, I was so tired. So it is an understanding and knowing your spirit and trusting your spirit and having your foundation in order for your protection and those guards to guard your gates and to know who is your main hitter to pull you back, to get you back when you are no longer there. There are persons that we have and guides that we have to make sure that they are watching the gate so that call this person if you can't get me back. They're going to drag me back.
You should always have a guard, we say in Spanish, ángel de la guardia, which is guardian angel, right? So if I go down, let's say if I'm doing a mass, Lanita's my guardian angel. You in charge, you know what I mean? You got to hold me down, make sure you know how to dismount me and all this other stuff, make sure I don't hit my head or fall or whatever. Some spirits could be a little erratic. If you don't pass them like that, it could be a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, there's different, scenarios that go with that.
Right.
That being said, you should always have a guardian. Like, you shouldn't be doing this by yourself, stuff like that, The other thing is that if you don't really trust the person, you feel funny, there's a lot of shit going on. I wouldn't go to the mass because, your spirit shouldn't be revealed just to anybody. Or they might try to do some shit. They can, if a motherfucker is seasoned, pardon my French, if he's seasoned, he can take, tie, like what he see, try to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
If a motherfucker, if he's seasoned, he'll take your shit. He'll grab it and tie it up,
So they try to steal your guides sometimes, right? That happened to me. They try to steal your guides. I had a meeting for 8 hours with one of the houses I was in, and my ego was like, fuck this bitch, we not telling her shit. Not a word. Not a message. Not a word. Shut the gate, close the windows, and slam the doors shut. Not a message. You won't get nothing. You told me when I got home.
Listen, spirits are crazy, man. Sometimes, there's times where you can have a mass or like, I really, I like my private shit. I'm very private. You know what I'm saying? I'm really underground. You see, I come here and I leave for months. Like, I don't know. I don't like to be in the limelight too much. I'm on that low, But, but there's been times when you have an open mass and the spirit tell you, yo, his ass, grab her.
Right.
See her, he fucking right. Tell her that don't come over here fucking come in. Don't play stupid, we in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's how you know.
Right.
That's how you know. Because you ain't gonna know. And the other thing is like there's a little trick to this too, right? You gotta keep when they say you are Pellywork, that you gotta be humble, man. You can't let this shit get to your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna cross and fuck yourself. The more humble and grateful you are, the better. You're just a tool. Listen, trust me, you wouldn't know shit. I don't know shit. You know what I mean? If they come around, that's when they come around and I get in tune and I'm grateful. But at the end of the day, I'm just as normal as you are. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just as normal as you are.
And then please understand that the wrong energy that you put out allows the others to sneak in and jump you, right? Because if you're vibrating at a wrong frequency, at a lower frequency, and your energy is not right, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you turn it into a fuck boy or a fuck girl or an internet sensation, then that's when the other shit jumps you.
Yep.
Because that's how you're vibrating, fake. They will you do some fake shit and you be on some fake shit. I've seen somebody pretend to be Saint Martha, the Dominator, and get she stepped all the way back, pulled everybody back, and let 6 spirits jump her back to back to back. Each one spoke a different language.
No, that's I seen one time. My man Angel, the one I was telling you about, right? How me and him started was a little crazy too. And this is how loyal, and I might share this because some people feel like because their loyalty, they have to stay there. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what happened to me, right? So I remember I never forget A. He had 25 years of file and all this other shit. I meet him at a spot. He's dealing with with my godfather, right? He's standing right next to me. He starts saying Salam Alaikum and all this shit, right? So I'm like, all right. He gets upset. He gets upset. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not, he was like, I'm doing this for 25 years. I know a Paletto when I see him. I said, brother, all right, listen, man, I ain't got no reason to fake nothing. I'm telling you, I don't. He said, where's your, I said, talk to my godfather. They got into some little, because he was saying, he said, this boy needs to get scratched. I don't know what you're doing with him because I know for a fact, blah, 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 blah. So they started going at it a little bit, right? He stepped a little down because at the end of the day, the elder was the elder, right? But that's how I learned. Right? And look how everything transgressed. You know what I'm saying? Like it ended up, yeah. So always, listen, always listen to little things like that, right?
Right.
Now, I was really heading out where, with the whole mounting and all this stuff, you should know your commissions. Mm-hmm. You should know who you work with, right? Because some spirits have more light than others and they guide the rest and so forth and so on, right?
Right.
By knowing your commissions, right? These songs, right? It's a form of invocations too. You feel what I'm saying? If you know you have a madam, or you have the spirit that that she's tied to Mother Yagua, she lived and she was, Iha Yemaya, whatever, right? You should know this, right? Because at this point, for example, right, this song right here, you start pulling them. Mama Francisca bajo la tierra, ay Dios, vamos a laborar. Con Mama Francisca, yo creo en Dios. So you gotta say, these songs, I'm calling Mama Francisca to come down to earth because I believe in God. Bajo la tierra, ay Dios. Let's work. Vamos a laborar with Mama Francisca. I believe in God.
Right.
You start invoking them. Hit them bells.
Right.
Your heads will start going up. Yeah. It ain't just going to happen because you're offering 50,000 things a day. It steps to this shit.
It's the energy. That's why I said with the dude who didn't know whether he should be doing the chomalongas. That means you're not spending enough time with them. That means you don't know them. That means you shouldn't be calling them if you don't know them. When I call for them Congo, give me one with 7 stripes.
Yeah. Francisca bajo la tierra, ay Dios. You got a Francisca, let me pull her ass. You wearing your Bluetooth? Let's go.
No.
Francisca,
I'm by myself. Y'all know.
You ain't by yourself. You with us, IG. You see how shit drop? We're going to be talking to you. Lanita, get back in. Come on, girl, you got this. Come on. That's when y'all start asking stupid questions to get that thing in there. She'll be like, I need to go back on live. These motherfuckers. They need me.
Man, listen, I'll be laid out in here like, finish. I finish for the night. Always. He stays starting some shit.
Listen, you know why? Because that's how you unravel. Yeah, I don't listen, man. Listen, y'all gonna help me. I don't give a...
You start doing that, the wildness, the hair. She wanna...
Yeah, there you go. Do all that shit. Shit, motherfucker get tired of working sometimes.
So you don't close to me. You gotta bring your ass over here. You stay starting some shit. I'm by myself.
Keep smoking this shit. Listen, where your Florida water at?
Right here on the floor, next to my 1800. No.
Water. Refresh yourself, girl. Keep it clean.
No, sir. No, sir. You talking about feeling obligated to people. Y'all gotta learn to go for you. If you feel some shit is wrong, stop with the false sense of obligation, because that's how they got you tied to them, by bypassing your ancestors and feeling dependent upon them. If you had your ancestors in line, you wouldn't be so dependent upon them. Somebody asked me what was wrong.
And the other thing I'm hearing a lot too is, I paid for this, I ain't get it. I didn't get the whole shit complete. I can't talk to it because I got the shells. Now listen, man, you pay for this yours.
All of it.
So go them shells with your shit.
Right.
If you don't have your shells,
they don't fuck you. You don't got nothing, because the shells is what speak, the shells is what's birth, the spells, the shells is what's the talking.
That's how they talk. That's how they talk. They don't talk anymore. That's how they talk. All that shit. Listen, man. I learned. I got my blender
remaining. You coming back?
Yeah, I guess so. Just for a little bit. I gotta get out of here.
You ain't doing nothing else.
Nah. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do some shit.
You're not coming back. Well, I'm not coming back either. Thank you for spending.
No, we're coming back. We're coming back for a little bit. Come on.
All right.
All right.